Hi, this is BB. It's about 5:30 in the morning here. Of course, I've been awake since like 3:30. Um, of course, I woke up. The person who was doing the voice, to skull, whatever. She just watched it. She just needs entertainment. So her prisoner, which is me here, has to wake up and entertain her. She wants entertainment because we don't have anything to do. We were reared. I would say reared because we weren't brought up. We were reared because we're treated like cattle. This is a society where people like you and me are treated like cattle, like by these people. They brand us and they herd us like cattle. They treat us like fucking cattle. They steal everything you could possibly steal from a person, including your dignity, everything they steal. They put stains on your name, stains on your morality. They get you so angry, they force you to say certain things. People say, well, I control my reaction. Yes. But when somebody is deliberately provoking to this extent, along with all this illegal spritzing and spraying and the fumes, and Lord knows what kind of radiation they're aiming at our bodies 24 hours a day. If it causes blood diseases, that will cause us to react in certain ways. Because it's damaging our bodies from the inside out, damaging our minds, it's causing brain damage, it's causing at a cellular level, we're being damaged. This is concentrated forms of EMF, radiation, whatever the hell it is, I don't know. It's going to cause problems. It's going to cause problems. It will cause us to react in certain ways that is out of the norm for us, for the person we were to the day before this started happening. Because people will have something to compare it to. We weren't targeted for us children or teenagers. They're targeting adults, but they're targeting children too. But they're targeting mostly adults, I think, I'm not sure. I guess whatever will bring more of a profit, they're on it. They don't care. They're profiteers. It's organized crime, and they're war profiteers. This is domestic terrorism. I mean, this is the definition of terrorism. When 9/11 happened, people were afraid to fly for a few months after. They were afraid to fly. They were afraid to fly. And what do you think is happening here? Just because it's not a collective, it's just one person here, one there, random people, random cities, Sometimes you may find more than one city. One of us, that is, in more than one city. But we're still not connected, like we're not close to each other, I don't think. Unless now maybe they have support groups. Because we support each other in a sense. It's just to have someone to talk to relate to. That makes you stronger in that space, in that moment. Because the world is not something we're doing to ourselves. We're not abusing alcohol or drugs. We're having this shit done to us. But people don't believe us. Which is exactly what they want. Everybody to just write us off the page, like drug users or alcoholics or schizophrenics. We're all exhibiting basically the same symptoms, the same basic symptoms. Hearing a voice and feeling all this stuff happening to our bodies. I'm actually listening to a book on tape right now. It's a book by Preston and Child. 2 authors, I think, co-authors. And the title of the book is called Brimstone. And I'm like just about 5 hours into it, or 4 hours into the book. And it seems like the topic of the book, how the people are being killed, is by the same means as what's happening to me. You're feeling this buzzing sound, feeling this buzzing sensation. There are times when I feel my phone and it's hot to the touch, almost like it, and whoever is killing the person in the book is trying to make it look like the devil is killing them. Because to do with crosses and, it's all just people who have no respect for a higher power, no nothing. They don't have any respect. Because you don't have to be a Catholic to have a sort of reverential respect for religious institutions and practices. They don't have that. They don't have any fear. If they can monetize that, they will too. They don't have any reverential fear. They don't have any reverential respect. But the thing is, I'm awake and I'm thinking, if people are live streaming us, aren't there people out there who is watching the broadcast, as you guys call it? Aren't they reporting it? I mean, you're watching this person. Imagine me, I can imagine I'm watching somebody. And if I see that person in distress, I realize that this person looks like their life is in danger, something is wrong, I will report it to the police. I will do something. I will try to get them help. Now, we're not talking about physical watching a person physically across a parking. We're talking about watching somebody behind a screen. You don't know them. Some random person somewhere. But you see things are happening to this person and they look like they're terrified. Don't people report this? I mean, there are some who probably won't. Most of them probably won't. But some of them have to be reporting it. Like when I'm sitting here, first moving here, 2 days after, somebody banged on my window, knocked on my window. Somebody came to my door, he didn't have any shoes on, and he's asking for a light. He had already opened up my screen door. I told him I don't smoke. Now I'm looking at that. Maybe he is going through the same thing I am. Because he didn't have any shoes on and he was walking down the street. Maybe he just didn't have any shoes on. So it's like they're controlling. I mean, he didn't have any shoes on. Maybe he was just so out of it. These people who are doing this, they're responsible. They have a lot of sins on their shoulders. A lot of crimes/sins. They're destroying homes. They're destroying families. They're inciting people into rage where it is causing a lot of domestic violence that could end up in fatalities for people. Fatalities for kids. The amount of things that is so fucking wrong with this, while they're profiting off it. They're profiting off of this. They're profiting off of it, because I'm looking also at the microwaving. You're damaging our organs, you're damaging the brain cells, you're damaging arteries, which means you're messing with our hormones as well. Causing bouts of anger, bouts of pain. Intense pain will cause bouts of intense anger. It'll make us react in certain ways. Now, this is not an excuse. This is not an excuse. Because a lot of people will want to use this also to get away with certain things. They'll want to use it to get away. They'll want to use it to get away with certain things. Everybody says, and I also say you're responsible for your reaction. But when you have somebody concentrating this thing on you all the time with the hope to corrupt you, to make you do things out of the norm, to make you, do things to later use against you, push you to, incite you to violence, incite you to cussing people out, and incite you to just being angry outbursts. You do this to somebody day after day after day after day. It's going to wear on them. There's so many ways that they're coming at us. All the spritzing, spraying, all the changing the electrical atmosphere in our homes. Why do that? How would the normal human being react to that? Obviously, they're looking for a reaction, which is why they're doing it. They're looking for us to react in a certain way to all this detrimental stimulation that could prove fatal. They're not doing it because, well, they do it. Well, they're just wasting time. They're doing it for a reason. They're doing it to get us to react in certain ways, to get us to act and react in certain ways to whatever stimulus is happening around us. And it's not good ones. It's not healthy ones. It's not stimulus, external stimulus that incites good outcomes, productivity, ambition, drive. Make us feel like, we can do or have anything in the world. It doesn't promote that. It's pointedly designed to promote a decline of the human being. Decline. Thought process, physical, emotional, physiological. It's a decline, a steady decline of that human being. To minimize them. Health, emotional, mental, relationships, is to minimize that person into nothingness. So that society discard them. Family discard them. No one believes them. All for these people to profit off of. All for these people to profit off of. But get back to my original question. Two points. Is the way how we react. We react in certain ways. Get angry. We do things. We say things. I usually just blurt out and say, cuss her out. Nasty, foul, disgusting things. Even to me. Because I'm in a lot of pain. And this is how I react to it. Because I know she's around listening. And I know she's doing it on purpose. There's no reason that she has to do this. She doesn't have to. They don't have to. This is being done on purpose for profit. And how dare they destroy my life, my livelihood, my business for profit? If I had done something really bad to her and I would say revenge, that's one thing. Even that I can get. But this is pure profit. Pure profit. They're not doing this to get back at me for something I did. They're doing this for profit, for money. For money. And then they finish us off because they were afraid of going to jail. They're afraid of going to jail. And if they've done this one time before, and it had to end up the way it ended up, and it ended up not in a good way for whoever they were victimizing, right? That's one. Why would they do it again a second time or a third time? Wouldn't they remember, well, look how that one ended. Let's not do this anymore. No, I guess they don't have that kind of conscience. Again, we are being victimized for not who we are or what we have done, but what they have done to us. Because they don't want to pay for their crimes. They don't want to pay for their crimes. People like them never do, though. They never do. They wouldn't want to pay for their crimes. They wouldn't want to pay for their crimes. So guess who suffers again, even more now? That's right, we do. We do. The voiceless ones. We do. These people are just, I don't think they're humans anymore. They're not. But I want to know if people are watching this, and people are watching us, that this happened to us. Are they not reporting it? Are they not reporting it to the police or to the FBI? I mean, I would. Because I can see, I'm watching something and I'm seeing that person in distress, and I'm seeing certain things happening around them, and I'm seeing in their face, their expressions, or whatever, that he or she doesn't, something is wrong here. I would feel empathy for that person, and I would report it. Like, they need to knock on this person's door and say, are you on board with this? Are you allowing this to happen, or is this happening to you against your will? They should. It's almost the equivalent to somebody in movies you see where people, these serial killer catch people and they torture them, and then they have it like a live stream, and they're taking polls and surveys. How many people say kill them? How many people say spare them? There are many movies like that all over the place. Many of them. And apparently this is becoming a reality now. And we are the victims. I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be in that kind of movie. I don't want to be in that kind of movie. But I'm just curious to know if people are not reporting it. That's all.